Hello there, this is Ron Wills coming back at you with yet another video. If he cares, he will wait. And this is a video request from somebody hit me up, Darren Ali, and said he had this request, and he said it's a term many women use when they see a man as husband potential, or they want to postpone sex for the longest time with him, or with a non-select man, especially a religious non-select man. And he wanted me to address this topic. If he cares, he will wait. Man, there's so many angles with that joint. There is so many angles with that joint. I'll put it like this. All right. First, you do have some women who, for whatever reason, usually a religious reason, they are sincerely virgins. It's going to be a small percentage of women who are actually that way in this day and age, but they still exist. And somehow, one way or the other, they can make it to adulthood without giving up the poom poom. I don't know how they do it. And when I say they virgins, I mean they actual virgins. Because, well, let me go off. It's a slight tangent with this. Because with many women who, if you meet a woman, she in her 20s and she talking about she a virgin, she might not necessarily be. Or, well, I would use the term used would be technical virgin, like no penis has penetrated her vagina. But one thing I found with a lot of women like that, if you start scratching below the surface, yeah, no penis has penetrated their vagina, but their mouths have been around a couple penises. I've actually experienced two women like that within a period of a month. They were like, oh yeah, they were like virgins, and I don't be doing stuff like that. And they gave me some of the best blowjobs I've ever had in my life. Like, oh yeah, y'all virgins. And then you get some other women, they the ones who, they'll take anal. They'll let you go anal with them, but everything to preserve their virginity. So if a woman says that, I take it with a grain of salt. I mean, that's the type of, and fellas, if you meet somebody like that, pay close attention to everything she do and how guys act around her. Cause she could be sincere, or she could be one of those technical virgins, right? Now, if he cares, he will wait. Now, I've addressed parts of this or touched on this in numerous other videos. One thing with many women, they understand, well, two things they understand. One, they understand the average man wants to marry a virgin or someone with limited sexual experience at the very least. So they know most men don't want to marry a hoe. So they meet that man with the husband potential. And so they'll try to start acting all innocent and stuff, even though they know they used to get down like crazy. I've talked about that angle several times. We know it, it's some generally known. Women, they ride that cock carousel and they do this, that, and third with every dude that they can come across. Sometimes they gotta leave their hometown or whatnot. And then, like I said, that's common. And, usually they'll say something like, well, I see you as a husband and stuff, and I want this to be special. And if you care, you will wait. See, yeah, and that's one angle. I've definitely touched on that. But then there's another one. One, the woman ain't really turned on by the man to begin with. But she realized he might be her last best hope for something. To get married or to get something. He got something. So she's like, all right, I need to keep this man hanging around me. I might need to get married or something. Usually a woman who's a single mother or something might use this one. already got 3 kids and shit. But, all of a sudden she done found religion or something, or she'll come up with something. Try to postpone it for the longest time possible because she's really not attracted to the person. And another angle with that too. Another angle is it's just a control thing. Because if a woman, see some women, they'll give up the punani right away, just to try to hook the guy. But then some other women, they know, okay, they get this guy, they can pretty much tell, women can pretty much tell whether or not the dude getting anything, right? She can tell that, so she's like, all right, I know he gonna want this, nobody else gonna really try it. I'm gonna use that as a control thing. And they kind of establish kind of a reward system, and after a while the guy get the point. If he buy her a gift, he gets some. He give up some money, he gets some. He pay her rent, he gets some. It's a control thing. In fact, I knew a woman, right? I knew a woman. She had this guy basically supporting her for a year and a half. She even bragged about it. She said, Ron, I've been off work for a year and a half and I didn't have to go to get on welfare because she had this guy who was just giving her money. And me and this other dude she told, we said, you know what, you going to hell. We said it just like that. We kind of laughed. We smiled a little bit. It was just like, putting a little bit of honey on that bitter pill. We just said, we almost started to bust her game open. We almost started just to tell the guy, say, look, that woman ain't feeling. Because we even said it to the woman. You said, look, that guy been giving you money and you do giving you money with a smile on the face. Shoot, I could have got a cut if I wanted to. And, we said to her, we were like, damn, why you should just break him off a little something, just because it's right. Change up a little bit, all the stuff he doing for you. And I'll never forget what she said. She said, Ron, if I get that man something, he ain't going to want to give me money anymore. So that was definitely a control thing. That dude was paying in hopes he'd get some. And she was right, though. He'd probably get it. It'd be like, probably like the money would stop because he'd be like, well, shit, then got it now. But that poor man, I'm gonna be honest. I think he might have been on the autism spectrum. That's why, that's why me and the other guy, it wasn't as popular a word back then when we used it, but me and the other guy, we were just like, you wrong as shit for this. But you learn some stuff too. Like when a woman say he cares, he will wait. I'm gonna tell you what. To me, it's some bull. Like if a woman say, well, if you care, you'll wait. To which I would respond, this is a wrong response. If you really wanted some, I'd be up in you right now. Like I said, Rom got like more civilized with age and kids. When I was young, I was kind of just blunt. But if you hear that, fellas, or one of your friends hear it, don't take it with a grain of salt. Take it with a whole salt shaker. Take it with a whole, because the first thing, if you hear something like this in this day and age, when you got women on social media bragging about how good their good is and how many men they be sleeping with in one day. Oh yeah, I've seen that. I've seen women on social media bragging about two men a day. Two women a day too. Shoot. So if a woman says that, it's like, all right, hold up, let me see what's up. Is she just spiritually sincere? And you can tell she's spiritually sincere by, how much time she spends in her church, temple, wherever she goes. And, how much she tries to actually follow the tenets of her spirituality. That's when she might, I'm emphasizing the word might, be sincere. But then, like I said, you got those other ones who technical virgins, like they staring at your crotch a little too hard or something, or be willing to give you that without thinking about it. Like, trying hard. Like the encounters I had, I didn't really, I ain't even ask them to suck the damn dick. They just did it. I was like, shit. I wasn't the only one either, but we'll leave it at that. You know, you gotta ask yourself, it's like, all right, she really there, or she just telling me some shit, or is this a control thing? And like I said, especially if she got kids. Especially if she got kids. Women do that. You know, or they think they seen you as husband potential, and they trying to give you an idea that they something different from what they are. Yeah, be careful about that. Now, if she just say something like, you know, she need to get to know you, or, you know, we just gonna let it flow, man, yeah, she could be sincere. She just need to get comfortable. That's fair. And some women take longer than others. That's fair. But if he cares, he will wait. Nah, that's kind of like some conditional shit, trying to say, well, if you really love me, you do this. Now, some women, let's turn this around to women. Women know if a guy try to pressure him into sex by saying something like, if a dude told them, if you really love me, you'll do this for me, or you give it up to me, women know they be up in arms and stuff. Shit. Be about 15 videos on YouTube by some disgruntled women if that happened. Right? They be responding to each other's stuff. But nah, women know they ain't trying to hear it, so a guy ain't trying to hear it. So if he cares and he will wait, you hear it, guys. It's basically some bull. Okay, it's basically some bull. Watch out for fake man out virgin, you know, or the technical version who do everything but the penetration. Watch out for that woman on that control issue or trying to make you pay, or watch out for that woman trying to hook you, trying to hide her past and hook you. So that's it for today. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.